All right, thanks, Doug. Well, the Joplin City Council last night approved the first reading of a proposed multi-use complex. But as KOAM's Amber Jenkins shows us, there's still questions to be answered about the project.
Prospect Village is a $375 million complex proposal with plans for housing, indoor arenas, and a grocery store located east of Rangeline Road and south of 20th Street in Joplin. The City Council approved a development agreement with Wusana Real Estate during the first reading. Two more proposal council readings concerning tax increment financing are planned before the project moves on to the next step.
To gain final approval, a TIF plan will need to be developed and presented to the TIF Commission, which is an opportunity for the public to hear at a public hearing the details of the development plan.
The project developer, Wusana Real Estate, is already working on projects in Joplin like 32nd Place. Edwards say funding from the private sector will assist with tax increment financing.
There are a number of incentives, public incentives, that are being considered. Two of them would be CID, so 2 CIDs, which is an additional sales tax increment to help fund infrastructure within the development. And the third incentive is TIF, which is tax increment financing. It's not a tax abatement, nor is it a tax increase, but it does help finance a project of this magnitude.
City officials say the proposed project site needs to be developed because of possible contamination. They say part of their due diligence is making sure the site meets environmental standards.
Extremely challenging piece of property to develop. The EPA has had that property under monitoring, and there's a need for remediation there to make the site safe. The developer's committed to having a safe development, and we'll have to work closely with the EPA to make sure that all those standards are satisfied.
This takes a lifeless piece of property and turns it into something that benefits the whole community, brings in outsiders, that fills up our hotels, fills up our restaurants, and that generates a lot of extra sales tax for the city.
The Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce, along with others in the community, are expecting more information at future City Council meetings.
There's a lot of questions that remain to be answered. Number one, how big is the sports complex going to be? How much utilization will the average public be able to just go in and, for example, will there be a walking trail inside?
Reporting in Joplin, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
Now, a second reading for the TIF proposal will happen at the next City Council meeting on June 17th.